would say first and foremost, it's always disappointing to not come away with the win. But how hard we played tonight and how hard we competed and the effort from KP and her teammates tonight, I see a lot of positive things that I can take into practice and take into Oklahoma on Friday.
What were some of those positives that you saw that you can carry forward?
Well, we came out and to give our best 40 minutes, okay? A couple of details, we gave up one too many threes that we wanted to give up, and I would say down the stretch, we make a couple free throws, I think we may have a different outcome. So those things, in my opinion, was the difference in the game, because I look at most of the stats here, and they're almost mirroring one another, from the rebounds to the turnovers, to the amount of attempts, but I'm looking at them making 9 threes and we're making 3. I think that was the difference in the game.
Was there something in the game plan by design to shoot that few from long range, or is it just the way it unfolded and what TCU gave you?
I think it unfolded. I think we had an opportunity to get to the rim quite a bit. Mackenzie Adams had some success, KP had some success. We just was trying to take what the defense gave us, and I mean, the percentage is great, but we only took 4.
KP, you had 4 points in the opener and 23 tonight. What changed in a week?
I think my mindset. I came in with more confidence. I wasn't hesitant, and I just told myself to be aggressive when I got the ball.
Did you know you were going to have to shoot more because of the defensive focus Kenzie was probably going to get after putting up 38 the other night?
Not really. I just took them when I was open, and I've been working on it all week, so they failed tonight, so I'm happy about that.
Is that something you can see coming? Did you know in warm-ups or even in the week of practice leading up that you had a performance like this waiting on you?
It had to come sooner or later.
Or did you see anything? Did you think this was coming
Listen,
tonight?
I knew it was capable. I know what she's capable of. She's capable of this every night because of how hard she works in practice. And I'm waiting as a coach to see it just come together on the floor. I think Mackenzie Adams has been extremely consistent. KP has been extremely consistent with their experience, along with Dai'ja. Dai'ja has been, and we've been complimenting her, extremely consistent. I want to see it come together in a game, and when it do come together, I think they're going to get a feeling, and I hope it's something that will propel us to where we want to be throughout the season.
When you met TCU at their place last year, they hit 15 threes. Tonight they hit 9. Did you all do anything different defensively, or did they just not have as many
we did
falls?
exactly what we did last year. I told them not to give up threes last year, and we gave them up again tonight. We let their best 3-point shooter get 6 of those 9, and that's something we're going to focus on. But that's part of the process of our execution. I think last year, being a first-year coach and being new to this particular team, they got to know me and they played extremely hard for me. I think KP and the rest of the young ladies will tell you that I mentioned to them playing hard is not going to be enough this year. We're going to have to continue to play hard, but also make sure we execute all of the details. And if the detail was to not let Ramirez get off 3-point shots, then we absolutely have to execute that detail.
All right, you mentioned last year you were a first-year coach. For you personally, how's the start of this season different? What are the biggest differences for you now that you got 1 year under your belt?
I would say the biggest difference going into the beginning of your second year is that I think the players have a better understanding of my verbiage, my mentality, my body language. When I'm shouting and screaming and yelling at it, it's not personal. It's really just to get them to do what I know they're capable of doing. Nothing is a first, and that's what I like about it. I'm just looking forward to seeing the best out of this team here in the second year.
You started fast. You had, I think, 11 of the first 15 points, and Ramirez started fast for TCU. Are you even aware of the numbers individual players are putting up on the other side, and is there any sort of one-on-one game within a game going between the two of you?
No, we're aware of the personnel, but we don't try to make it a one-on-one game. We just try to stick to the game plan, and we kind of let her get off early, and that gave her a little bit more confidence than we needed her to have.
Claire Bradshaw gets a career high in 5 blocks. Any extra emotion for her going against the team that she left to transfer
I
here?
think so. I mean, I would hope, and I just told her in the locker room, I want her to bring that exact passion, the exact energy into practice every day, in every single game. We're going to need that all year from our bench. And she gave us a tremendous spark. She gave us 2 or 3 offensive rebounds, which was crucial in possessions that we needed. I love that Clara Bradshaw. I hope y'all do too.
You called timeout with 38 seconds left, down a few points. Hard decision between asking your players to foul immediately versus stepping back and trying to get the stop?
No, I actually, time and score, we wanted to foul there. We wanted to go for the ball though, because we didn't want any more time going off the clock. At that point, we needed the ball. We needed none of the time to run off the clock, and hopefully they couldn't finish the game. I didn't want to give them the game. I wanted to see if they can actually close the game out.
All right, now you got to turn around and go to Oklahoma in 3 days. What do
Yes.
you clean up between now and then, and what's the key to regrouping and getting a good showing in Norman?
Well, I think we continue on the road that we're on right now. We played extremely hard. It's just a couple things here that I think if we do a couple things here or there, we're having a different conversation right now. And then we talk about momentum we're taking into Oklahoma. I think the team in Oklahoma is very similar to the team we played. They play a lot of 4 out, 1 in. They have a post player that's tremendous, and they have guards who can score. So we're going to, on the road, it's one of those things that we say we were going to get better at. We were good at protecting home court. Now we got to get better at winning on the road as well.